Good morning. Today is the 18th of April, and I haven't shown a lot of the videos I've been making of Ita. One of the things that I began struggling with, about the middle of March, is that I had a really rich food for Ita. It was a ground chicken mix, and it had a lot of skin and fat in it. And in the wintertime, Mink naturally put on as much weight as they can to conserve energy. It's wintertime, it's cold, they need to put on some fat for food stores, so it's a very natural part of their their their, their instinct, or just a part of their biology. And so it got more and more difficult to do training with Ita. I'd still take her out and harness her every day and do other little things, but it was really hard to do recall training and other training. And it also got difficult for her to just do kennel training. So one of the things I have to do is like intermittent fast, where I don't hardly feed her for a whole day, and then I just feed her a little bit to get her back into the training mode. But otherwise, she just kind of ignores things, and it's difficult to entice her out of her pen and things like that. So let me show you what I'm doing this morning to encourage her. Yesterday, she hardly got any food. She only got about 50 grams in the morning, and she didn't get any food at night. And so she got in her kennel box pretty readily. It wasn't really fast, but it was pretty readily. And so I'm going to be feeding her just through the back here. Let me show you that. So here's Ita right now. She's in the back here, and I'm feeding her just through the grate here. Ita. See her licking it through there. And I want to do this to reinforce this behavior to get into the kennel quickly. And for two reasons. One, when I'm ready to go, I don't want to force her and grab her out of her. And plus, she's got a bunch of places she can hide in her pen. She can run back and forth, and it can be a real challenge to get her out if she doesn't want to get out. Because she'll hide down in places and run over to the little pool and hide in the tube, and it's just hard to reach around and get her. So I want her to come immediately. And then also when we're out hunting, or we're just in the yard here, and she's running a little bit loose and without a leash on, she'll come and readily get in the kennel to get a reward. So this is really good. She's actually really hungry, and so this is good. I've explained this with Jaeger, because Jaeger, I was feeding her a chicken mix that had a lot of chicken meat in it, and it had a lot of fat in it. I buy these thighs and legs for 40 cents or 50 cents a pound, and it's inexpensive food. It doesn't cost a lot to feed a mink, but the trouble is it's very, very rich mix. So I like it when we get some muskrat, and Joseph and I can make a mix that is a good healthy mix, because it includes muskrat and chicken and beaver. And beaver can be really rich too, because it has a lot of fat. Those beavers in the wintertime, man, they can be hog fat. So, another thing that Ita has been really picky about is bones, and that's another indication to me that she was getting too fat, because then she was being really selective about what she was eating. Instead of crunching on her bones to keep her teeth clean, she was avoiding all the bones, and she needs those bones for calcium and to clean the plaque off of her teeth. Okay, we're just about done with all of her food. So this was a good exercise to really reinforce that, hey, this is the place to be fed. And that's all I'm going to do for training today. I'm going to go back and I'll show you some of the training I did early on. It's kind of fun. We're in the snow and doing some recall training, and when I switched her over, when I brought her home in January, Joseph had some really lean mixes of muskrat meat, and had deer in it, and beaver, and goose, and duck, and chicken. So it was a really good lean mixture. And what I'd had is I didn't have access to that, and I'd made a chicken mix. I had some chickens that somebody gave to me that I butchered and ground up, along with some chicken thighs I bought from the store, and I thought this will be good. And it had a lot of feathers in there for roughage, and I thought, oh, this will be great. Let's give a shot at Ida in there, and we'll let her out a little bit and get out. And anyways, Ita just put on a lot of weight. All of a sudden she shot up from being about 1,200 or 1,300 grams up to 1,500, nearly 1,600 grams. And it was a bad deal for training, because she didn't want to eat. She just she would eat, but she didn't want to. The training was just really difficult. And let's see if she wants to look out the bowl. Not really. Anyways, she likes to get in her pocket, but I need to put her back in her pen. So one of the other things she has is this burlap bag, and she loves that. And she's got this little tube that goes over here to her pool, and it's got a little deck here that the water can drain off into, and I need to clean out the pool. It gets algae in there pretty quickly. Anyways, so training is going really well with Ita. She's socialized pretty well, and I can handle her barehanded most of the time without her biting me. She's never really been handled barehanded, most of the time with gloves, but the training is going well. We just got to get her weight down some, do some intermittent fast. She got 50 grams of food this morning, and I don't think I'm going to give her any, but maybe 20 grams of food tonight to do a little bit of training with. So for the total of today, about 70 grams, and to try to get her weight down where she'll start doing the behaviors that I want her to do, and which will be reinforced by getting some food and a treat. She's getting in and taking her morning bath, and she likes this little pool. It's fairly deep enough for her, and occasionally we'll get fish and put fish in there, some just feeder fish, and she'll get down in there and go around. But anyways, thanks for joining us. Have a great day. This is the beginning of day 11 of my social training with Ita. This is going on nearly 2 weeks now with her, and my primary goal is to socialize her, get her used to taking a harness, put her on a run, get her used to that, get her used to her new environment here. And she's really great at kennel training, and she'll go into a trap, which is important for getting a mink to come back. And let's see, so I'm focusing on kennel training, social and harness training, and recall and food training. So let's keep working on that. So I've got her in there, and she's going to eat her little treat. I need to take a minute and clean up her pen. Okay, I'm going to get her on a harness. I'm going to do that right over here on my barrel and put her on the run. So I'm going to try the same little trick that I've been doing, and that is get her harness ready. Put on her, and I'll get a little piece of food. on this finger. Smeared on there pretty good so it sticks. I'm going to move the camel back far enough. And then I'm going to hold it so that the food is in there, so she has to kind of put her head through there to get that. I mean, she can reach around, but generally she's going to go straight for it. And then that allows me to get her, grab her by the body, and then start putting this on. Eat that. Here. That works pretty good. Okay. So while she's eating that, I'll get her legs in. Here you go. Distract her a little bit. Get one leg. Okay, and then leg 2. She's pushing me away. Okay. There you go. Leg 2. Okay, good girl. I'm going to give her a little treat. That was a little bit of stress, but she should get rewarded for that. Eat that. Good meat. Good meat. I'm going to go put her on the run. Eat that. Come. You want to get in the pocket? Eat that. Come get in the pocket. Good girl. Look at that. She got right in the pocket. That was cool. That's the first time she did it on her own. So I want to show you how there's still some natural instincts in the mink. This is her cache box that I made, and I use for training the mink and for hunting and so forth. And I always put some kind of cloth inside of it. Mila, here. Today I just have a t-shirt, you know, I try to keep a clean cloth in there, but I'm going to show you how if I set this by the cache box, just by the opening, she'll get it and nest in it. She'll take it in there as some nesting material. And that's just a natural instinct for them to create some place that's comfortable and warm. So I'm going to show you that. She'll just take it right in there. I wasn't sure I caught that on camera, but I did. She's just gonna pull it right in there. She'll get the whole thing and pull it in. Eat that. Come here. Cache it. Cache it. Now get down. Cache it. Cache it. Cache it. Cache it. If I can start doing a little bit of cache box paint. Okay, now it's in there. I'll give her a little treat right through here. Cache it. Cache it. Give her a little treat. Oh, she came out already. Eat that. Eat that. As she went in there, I'm going to give her a little treat here and click the clicker. Eat that. Cache it. Cache it. Cache it. Cache it.
Next. Take it in there. Gotta be faster than the average mink.